from that, from taking from there, so one is that kind of a diversity of understanding of, every person has different, defined differently what culturally appropriate and safe means. But as you go beyond the metro and then go outside the regions, because there's diversity of, providers there, or there is no provider. So the whole range of, something and nothing. So how do you deliver appropriate care before you go appropriate culturally, but how do you deliver appropriate care and services in those scenarios?
And that's a problem where we look at multiculturalism as a compliance issue. Because the reality is, as soon as it gets harder, for example, going to the regions, the distance, service availability, multicultural service delivery or cultural appropriate services or cultural safe services becomes like a secondary, right? Because it's a compliance issue. Did I tick the box? Did I do this? And then we're going to worry about, but how I'm going to get this cleaner to this person, or do we have a cleaner in that, or do we have a nurse in that area? So what I want is not to have a secondary thought when it comes to this. It's to, from the beginning, we are starting with that and work around that, build the support around the person's needs. And that's what true person-centered care needs. It's not just a tick box, when it comes to someone's cultural language. It should be the core of how that service is delivered. But unfortunately, because multiculturalism is still a compliance issue, and did I tick that box? This is always an outlier. And this is what you can see when it comes to communication currently, anything to do with the new age care. It's that multiculturalism or any diversity is just like a shell outside. That's not the important conversation. It is just nice to haves. When in fact, for you and me, our language and our culture is not a nice to have. It's who I am. It's what make me who I am and my story. So, yeah.